they decimate opponents.
Alright, that vote has been reset, so go ahead and tell us who you think is going to win Game 2 of Deadbones versus Valently. Is Deadbones going to follow Classic Metal and sweep this series, or can Valently take just one game off Deadbones right here?
We'll have to wait and see. Valently taking the first loss, so Deadbones is 1 point ahead right now in this best of 5 format. This is Game 2, Valently to the south of the map in red, Deadbones to the northeast of the map in green. What do you think of this map then, Captain?
Well, I'm seeing expansions for both player right outside their base. Nice natural expansions. But once you get beyond that, Deadbones is going to have to fight to control this base in the east if he wants to take that. Well, he does. It's a nice western base up here if he wants to take that instead. Deadbones, of course, is famous for taking a base off in a corner somewhere and then continuing to keep you held up while he continues to get ahead in economy. So we'll see if he decides to pull that. On dual commander visibility, looks like neither player has scouted that base up on the hill in the east. Deadbones might be going for it right now. There he goes. So he spotted that, and looks like Valently will as well.
So Valently going up to 6 scrolls on his 7 farms. Deadbones going up to 8 farms and 6 scrolls himself, although he's placing his second Warren later than Valently. So Valently will have a little bit of an advantage in scrolls for a short few moments. Valently going with Scroll Mole, it looks like, and he's placing his Mole already. And he's going to try and put some aggression on Deadbones, but Deadbones quickly comes in, places his own Mole, and brings his squirrels in, and wipes that out.
Alright, Valently's Mole goes down, Deadbones' Mole, doesn't die! I am amazed that that Mole is still alive. Look at how much health is left on that. Barely any. Both players' squirrels rushing to try and defend those moles burrowing out, and it looks like Deadbones just kind of came out ahead on that. Valently throwing down some turrets for what he knows is going to be a counterattack. But Deadbones deciding to fall back and just build more squirrels.
It's definitely a good plan. Gives us a chance to this mole to heal up a little bit before the next fight, where he will probably be killed before all of his comrades. So
that was dark.
but it's definitely a good plan. He needs to make sure he definitely has the army advantage, which he will going into this next fight. If you don't take into account these turrets which are going up, he definitely is ahead in army value. Yeah, these turrets will be really strong.
Twice the army value, almost 3 times now, in favor of Deadbones. Valently is going to try and expand here and get some farms down. He's going to have to put up maybe 1 or 2 more turrets if he wants to defend against this massive army from Deadbones. Look at how many moles is out there. 5 moles. And here he goes. He's going to push in the front door. 1 turret goes down. 2 turrets go down, and this squirrel army isn't going to have anything to fall back to.
But all those moles, he had 5 moles, but they do eventually all go down. He had 3 MGs to deal with there. That last MG went up a little bit later than the rest of them, but it does finish off those moles, and Deadbones' army gets completely wiped out. 5 moles, that's a lot of food that he just lost there.
Wow. Deadbones getting his expansion now. Of course, Valently is going to be ahead in economy now, 10 farms to 8. So Deadbones is going to have to be playing catch-up after that engagement there. I was not expecting that. That's a turnaround.
That really is. And Deadbones, he is working on his army right now. He's gone back up to 12 squirrels, so he's final number of squirrels. But losing all those moles was a massive deal. That puts Valently at a good advantage. Maybe he's going to attack now. If he places a couple of moles, that will give him a good chance. Instead, he's going to go for this eastern expansion, which is completely out of the way and gives him a little bit more control over the map. And he's just placing even more turrets. That seems to be a good option against these squirrel mole.
Yeah, honestly, I think the moles do tank some damage from those turrets. But if you have squirrels backing up those turrets, they really don't stand a chance. This is also a great base place for choosing from Valently. He's kind of controlling that portion of the map already, and there's no other way into this base. I don't see any ramps even on the minimap. So Deadbones is going to be hard-pressed to fight into. Look at this, 4 turrets now are going to be up. And if Valently extends this turret wall even further, Deadbones is going to have to think about taking another expansion to try and push through. Valently on 18 farms out of Deadbones 16. And Deadbones is throwing up a sniper balloon. He doesn't have ferrets, who's going to have to use that sniper balloon to try and take out those turrets if he can. It's like they're not quite.
It is out of range.
Yeah.
It's kind of just set up a no man's land in the middle where no animals are going to want to go. I think it's interesting that Valently is... Okay, Valently's just building loads of squirrels here. He's going up to 15 squirrels and a couple of falcons, so he's going to outpower Deadbones in falcons here.
Valently, this is not a good fight.
Oh no!
Don't fight into this, Valently. You just sell that turret and let it be. You just lost a lot of your army. If Deadbones attacks now, you do have a lot of turrets, but... Alright, so
how many sniper balloons Deadbones has? That's ridiculous!
3 sniper balloons. Deadbones says, alright, you want a hole up? We can play the hole up game. It's gonna grab that expansion there, and of course, Deadbones is gonna have the advantage eventually, economically, because Valently can't expand out of this hole here. We'll see, Deadbones might try to creep forward these balloons to slowly push this wall of turrets back. And we'll see what Valently does to try and avoid that kind of scenario.
Valently's got a lot of farms going up. He's got 18 right now. So he's definitely got the advantage in farming right now. If Deadbones manages to hold this western side of the map though, then he can take that 4th expansion. And then he's going to come ahead in the long game. So this could be interesting to see. He's got more falcons than Valently right now. Valently's going to try and build some owls. But right now, Valently's actually behind in army value. He does have the value of all those MG nests. But equally, Deadbones has the value of all those sniper balloons. So I think Valently's quite a little bit behind right now.
And look at this, Valently's taken that base to the west. We'll see if Deadbones falls for that trap. And he does bring his hawks over there, so a smart move by Deadbones. Just using those hawks. Valently's going to try and come around to the side while these hawks are... but the hawks come back in, so they're not distracted. And Deadbones is going to bring
Even so, he still doesn't have enough squirrels to actually make that a good play. Because he only has 15. That's the same amount as Deadbones has. He's going to be fighting uphill if he goes and tries to be aggressive here.
But Valently's thrown down 2 owl warrens.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
We haven't seen owls yet in these quarterfinals, but that could be what Valently needs to push through this sniper balloon turret defense. Those owls, of course, vomiting up 2 mice or going up to... Actually, they changed that, didn't they? They go up to 4 or 5 mice.
Yeah, they go up to 6 mice.
6.
They split them out once every 10 seconds, I believe. And as soon as the owl dies, also, it drops 6 instantly at its... well, not feet, but at its shadow, if you will. And they will stick around there and kill anything nearby. So it's an interesting strategy. Maybe he can use these owls as the tank for his army against these sniper balloons and just the massive amount of everything that Deadbones has. Look at that, you're going up to 12 falcons. This is ridiculous.
Valently's pulled ahead in army value now, and here he goes. He's going to try and push out. He's got this owl up front, so he's going to... There goes it bursts, and it's going to go into 6 mice, which are going to attack immediately. He's taken down 1 sniper balloon. 2 are still firing. It looks like the squirrels from Deadbones are dying. Those mice have done their job. Has he been able to push out of this? It looks like he has. Down goes the hawk.
Wow, and that second owl is out now. That's going to give him a massive advantage now.
So here we go.
Deadbones has so much value in these tier 2 structures, which aren't going to reinforce as fast as the tier 1s.
And down they go. That's a lot of economy being lost by Deadbones right now. Valently is looking to be in a very good position. That owl does go down, but of course those 6 mice doing their damage, even so.
I can't believe Valently broke out of this so suddenly. The owl was the perfect thing he needed. That was exactly what he needed.
And there he goes!
That was amazing.
Deadbones is going to surrender. So Valently, in a surprise move, is going to climb back into these quarterfinals. 1-1, taking the 2nd game.
Wow, that was calculated. That was an amazing move by Valently. Just building that owl. That was all he needed. He had enough power behind it to be able to just completely wipe out Deadbones' army afterwards. The mice that get dropped after the owl dies is a massive deal. It's got so much health.
That was exactly what he needed. I think he surged his economy at just the right time, and Deadbones wasn't able to cut down any of that economy. He just kind of went uncontested. I don't think any farms died for Valently, other than the natural decay.
Deadbones was kind of relying on Valently to just make his sacrifices into his sniper bullion wall. And once Valently stopped doing that, he just had enough economy to just build a larger army than Deadbones.
So we did get